Wow. This is not only the worst movie of the year, but it's perhaps one of the worst horror remakes I've ever seen. Firestarter was released in 2022. It stars Zac Efron, Ryan Kira Armstrong, Sidney Lemon, and is directed by Keith Thomas, who directed the 2019 horror film Vigil. Hello, I'm elmoviemaster. If you're new to the channel, I love talking about all things movies, movie reviews, movie news, and I do reactions also. So if you like these things, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a thumbs up. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So today I'm talking about the god-awful remake that is Firestarter 2022. I don't know anyone who asked for this remake. I didn't even know this movie was coming out. I didn't even see a trailer for this movie. I just saw an advertisement on Peacock and the movie's out. I know that it was released theatrically and it was also released simultaneously on streaming. I didn't go to the theater. I'm not gonna waste my money. I saw it at home for free. And believe you me, this was torture. This was excruciatingly hard to get through. There's so much to say about how terrible this film is. The story of this movie is about a young girl named Charlie McGee who has the ability of pyrokinesis, meaning that she can control and start fires. And her parents also have abilities as well. Not that of fire, but that of controlling people's thoughts and making them do what they want to do. They're trying to blend in this small town, as if they're just regular, normal folk. Only thing is that they don't want to have Wi-Fi or anything in the house, and they're kind of lying to their daughter about it because she doesn't really understand her power. She doesn't know where it comes from, and her parents are trying to protect her. So the real reason why they don't want Wi-Fi in the house is because government officials who experimented on them are looking for them. They're on the run. So that's basically the plot of the movie. It's very straightforward. So I'm gonna try and be as nice as I can to this movie. So there are positives. The big positive I can give this movie is the score by John Carpenter and his son, Cody Carpenter. They do a great score. I mean, the score is so good, it shouldn't be in this movie. You listen to it and it's like, wow, this reminds me of the 80s. It kind of reminds me of the Tangerine Dream score of the original 1984 film. The other positive I can give the movie is the actress, the young actress who plays Charlie McGee. She does an excellent job. She actually brings out a lot of emotions. You actually believe her when she's angry, when she's frustrated, when she can't control her powers. You believe her. And she does better than some of the adult counterparts, specifically Zac Efron, and I'll talk about that in the negatives. The other positive I can give the movie, there are two scenes where the cinematography was good. And one involves a staircase sequence, and another involves a scene where she's riding a bike, down this road and you see some trees. I also like the actor who played Rainbird. I like that this time around they actually hired an actor who's Native American instead of contracting, George C. Scott, who is a white guy, impersonating a Native American. I never liked that about the original movie. I also didn't like that about the sequel that was made for the Sci-Fi Channel. In that movie, they also hired another white actor playing a Native American. I don't know why they did that. I give them props for hiring someone who is Native American playing that character. He does an excellent job. The other thing I can give the movie is that it's not a scene-by-scene remake of the original. They actually did their own thing. I haven't read the book. I'm not sure if it's actually just like the book. I know the book is completely different too, so let me know in the comment section if this is closer to the book. However, this movie as a whole is one big giant mess. For one, it's 94 minutes, and it felt like 3 hours. It moves at a snail's pace. There's a lot of scenes that could have been excluded from this movie and no one would have noticed. One of them involves Kurtwood Smith, who plays a doctor in the movie. His acting is perfect. I actually thought his scene was very interesting, but it doesn't involve anything that moves the plot forward because you never see his character ever again. He's never mentioned again. Nothing about that scene's ever mentioned again. There's a scene where Zac Efron is sitting down, he's helping a patient. She's trying to quit cigarettes. Just with his abilities, he's able to get into her thoughts and make her quit cigarettes. I get it, that scene's there to show how he makes money, but we never hear from that lady ever again. It's never mentioned again. It's like, okay, what was the purpose of that? Speaking of Zac Efron, I think that he was poorly directed in the movie. I don't think that he was miscast. Something about the interactions with Charlie, where she's angry and she's in fear, it seems that he lacks empathy. And I don't think that's coming from lack of good acting. I think it's coming from lack of good direction from the director. I did mention that I like two scenes in the movie, but the majority of the movie it's shot terribly. It looks really cheap. It's because the movie's shot on digital, and there's a lot of great movies shot on digital. The thing is that you have to process the image. It has to be color graded in order to make it look closer to 35mm. But it seems like they didn't do much with the footage because it looks very murky and gray and very lifeless. Overall, don't waste your money. I wouldn't even watch this for free. I did it because I like talking about movies, even bad movies. Personally, I would tell you just go out and rent the original movie. Actually, I think the original movie you can watch also on Peacock for free. It's on the streaming platform. Watch the original instead. Don't watch this piece of crap. It's boring, uneven. A lot of the scenes just don't progress the plot. It's just very lifeless. It's a shame. And you go on social media, there's so much advertisement for Firestarter. You keep scrolling, I keep seeing Firestarter everywhere, and all the comments are just trashing the movie, and I don't blame them because it's not a good movie. No one asked for it. So, I give Firestarter 2022 a big fat F. Yeah, this is not a good movie. Don't waste your time with it. Honestly, like I said, watch the original. So check that one out. It's a better movie. So I'll see you guys on the next one.